Black medical doctor, she goes to cash her check, to deposit it actually, open up a bank account. Well, it didn't happen the way she wanted it to happen. Let's put up her picture, okay? That is Dr. Malika Mitchell Stewart. Dr. Stewart said she just finished her residency on December 18th, 2021. She went to Chase's First Colony Bank to open an account and deposit $16,000. It was a check from her new job at Valley Oaks Medical Group. All right, $16,000. She's a doctor, she's working hard. She has a special moment, she wants to open up the account. According to the lawsuit, staff members at the bank asked peculiar questions about the validity of her check and her employment as a doctor. They did not believe she was a medical doctor. As soon as Dr. Mitchell Stewart showed employees at First Colony Branch her check, they immediately treated her like a criminal, the suit states. Mitchell Stewart said bank employees denied her services and said the check was fraudulent, but it was not. She told ABC 13, and I quote, "It was an unfortunate situation. They took my special moment away. I felt like a criminal. I've never done anything wrong. In order to get a Texas medical license or a medical license at all, you have to have a clean record. You have to go to school for so many years. And they just didn't care. They didn't respect that. They didn't respect my credentials." Now I'm gonna split hairs here, okay? Because the young lady is learning a very important lesson about racism in America. They don't give a damn what degree you have. They actually do respect their credentials. If you were a white woman with those credentials, hell, they may have given you an extra $16,000 when you opened up that bank account. But you didn't fit the narrative. You didn't fit the stereotype. You were outside of their normative understanding of academia and race, the brilliance of black excellence. You don't fit the mold here. Obviously, your check is fraudulent and you're a criminal. Now I hope, Dr. Mitchell Stewart, that you have come to the realization that your credentials will not save you from racism. When it comes down to it, status, how much money you make, what kind of degree you have, for many in America, they try to obtain these things because they think they will gain acceptance into a white male dominated power structure. My job is to uproot it, to destroy it, to call it out every time I see it. Her attorney, Justin Moore, added a quote and said, Dr. Mitchell Stewart showed proof of identification. She showed proof that she was a doctor by presenting a business card. She even called employees from her medical group to confirm who she was. Was that the equivalent to? She showed them her freedom papers. She had to show them her freedom papers. Now, let me show you how insane this is. That $16,000 check she worked for. They're so racist that they won't even let her give them money. You gotta understand the irony here. She's not there to get money from them. She's there depositing the $16,000 check. She's there putting money into their bank. And they are so extreme in their bias against her, they have now treated her as a criminal. It gets deeper. ABC 13 reached out to Chase Bank officials, sent back the following statement and said, "We take this matter very seriously." I mean, damn, Chase. Very? Well, we're working with something here then, and are investigating the situation. We have reached out to Dr. Mitchell Stewart to better understand what happened and apologize for her experience. We've seen it before, it's called banking while black. This woman had proper ID, a proper check. She showed her business card, showed her medical license. She showed all of this, right? It wasn't enough. Racism is real. RayyVana?
Yeah, I mean, this story just immediately made me think of a couple years back, I got a check from one of my scholarships for school and I had to deposit it. And at the time I was working in an summer camp with kids. It was like 90 kids. It was chaotic. I'm leaving work, going to the bank, sweatpants on, paint all over my shirt. I had Cheetos in my hair. And I go to deposit this check. They ask for my ID. They take the money. That's it. That's all they asked for was my ID. Nothing. And I mean, I was out of breath. I looked gross, and I'm walking in with a relatively big check. They didn't second guess it.
No question.
No questions asked. Just, can I see your ID, which is standard, and they deposited it, no problem. I mean, this is just blatant racism, and the fact that she never should have had to show her business card. She never should have had to have called the employees in her medical group, but she did, and they still looked her in her face and said, "This isn't you. We won't take this check." But what they were really saying was, "You are Black. We can't believe that you would have this type of money. We don't want it." And it's just heinous and so dehumanizing. And I, all solidarity with her. I feel very unfortunate that she had to go through this heinous racist situation. And I hope that she gets everything she deserves from this lawsuit.
Well, we're gonna do what we can to make sure we expose it, and that the bank does the right thing by her in the future if she chooses to continue to bank with them. My recommendation to the good doctor: find you a Black bank that gives a damn about your Black dollars, all right?